Twinkle, twinkle, neighbors! Welcome to the 2020 Beekman 1802 Holiday Marathon. Now, for those of you who might be new to Beekman 1802, we started broadcasting our live marathon a lot of years ago as a way to share the ramp up to the holiday season with our teammates, our neighbors, and our colleagues.
But this year, we're doing it a little bit differently to celebrate our 12 years in business. And because of COVID and some social distancing rules, we're coming to you live every single night for an hour for 12 straight days.
So grab your yoga mat because tonight is Beekman 1802's 12 Years of Christmas,
Day 8!
Oh my gosh. Is that what they call yoga? Was that yoga?
We're going to learn a little bit later.
That
We've got
wasn't
someone
yoga?
to teach us some moves.
What was that?
I don't know what you were doing.
Because I'm out of breath. Just from that. But hi, neighbors.
Hi, neighbors. We're Twinkle Twinkling. This is our Twinkle Twinkle workout gear. So we got, in addition to our Twinkle Twinkle jackets, we got Twinkle Twinkle pants, we got Ray of Sunshine headband, we've even got Twinkle Toes.
We're twinkle toes?
Yeah.
These are twinkle toes.
Twinkle Toes, you see? We bejeweled our bombas.
So every night of the marathon, now as you all watching know, this has been going, what is this, 9, 8?
This is day 8.
This is day 8.
And every single night we're celebrating another milestone in the history of Beekman 1802. Now, tonight we are celebrating the launch of Happy Place. Now, for those of you who don't know, Happy Place is our natural green cleaning system, so chemical-free cleaning for your home. And you might think it's weird, well, why does a beauty company also make cleaners for the home? Well, you know, we always felt that if you're worried about getting the chemicals out of your skincare, when you're cleaning your home and you're putting chemicals on your carpet, you're putting it on your furniture, you're putting it on your clothes, well, basically that's skincare because all those chemicals are laying against your skin. So that's why we created Happy Place, which are a solution for cleaning every aspect of your home. But we can't do our Twinkle Twinkle deal of the day on Happy Place because now Happy Place is exclusive to HSN.
So whenever you want Happy Place, the laundry soap, the glass cleaner, the multi-surface, the wipes, any of that, it's always at HSN, and they always have the best price. So
and it does make your home a happy place, that's for sure.
It does make your home a happy place. You know, when we started doing Happy Place on TV, it was so exciting to me because, you know, we've been doing the soaps and the lotions for many years, and I'm very good at lathering. I've done hours and hours of lathering. But then when we launched Happy Place, and I got to do all those demos, like smearing butter on the window and putting dye in the you know, getting the dye out of the clothes in the water.
Josh is really good at the demos.
It was fun doing demos. It was like in running around cleaning stuff.
It does make the hour go by faster.
It's much better cleaning stuff on TV than at home. It's much more fun.
Yeah, much more fun.
I like these headbands.
I know, they're Ray of Sunshine headbands.
You know, for the first time in a long time, I don't have to worry about the hair getting in my eyes, you know, or the wind blowing it out of shape.
I know, well, we're going to be working out later, so I hope it works for you. I hope it keeps the sweat from dripping into your eyes.
What is that word? Working out?
Sweat.
Working out?
Sweat.
Is that one word or two? Working out.
Josh has a philosophy of exercise.
What language is that? Oh yeah, genius. He's a doctor, I'm the genius. My philosophy about exercise is your body is like a new car. And if you just leave it in the garage, it never breaks down.
The parts never wear out.
You take it out and drive it everywhere and race it around, it falls apart. Just sit in your garage and keep your body new. That's my philosophy. I'm going to write a book, sell 1 million copies.
Well, since we couldn't offer you a Twinkle Twinkle deal of the day on Happy Place, we thought, what's something else that might make you happy? Our CBD, of course. So this is our 3-piece CBD set. You're getting the CBD body cream, the milk drops with CBD, and the triple milk facial cleansing bar with CBD. Now, for those of you who are out there who have heard about CBD, you don't really know what it is, why it's effective, why are products with CBD so expensive.
But let's be clear right up front. CBD doesn't make you happy. A lot of people think that CBD has got some
THC
in it, which is the stuff in pot that makes you happy. just having this bundle will make you happy, but the CBD itself is just healthful.
It makes your skin happy when used in the skin
Why?
formulations.
Now why? Now you can be a scientist and geek
Okay,
out.
can I be nerd for like, I promise to keep it for a minute.
But I'm going to interrupt you if you
Because
go,
this
if
is
you go
what's
too long.
fascinating. When your body is developing, when you're just at one cell and then the cells start to multiply,
We're starting that far back?
Yeah. So the same cells that eventually become your brain, that have all the CBD receptors in them, that give you an elevated mood, those same receptors, the skin cells develop at the same time as the brain cells. So those same CBD receptors are embedded in your skin as well. So when you use a CBD-based skincare product, it binds to those receptors, and it can be a powerful, soothing, and calming agent. So if you have a lot of skin irritation, a lot of like burning, or even sometimes neuropathy, when you apply a CBD onto your skin, it can really provide some superficial pain relief. Now,
So are
some
you saying
people,
my skin is my brain or my brain is my skin?
everything is interrelated.
That's the kind of thing
Just
you-
like the
you think
microbiome
when you-
of the skin and the microbiome of the
That's
gut.
THC. That's how you think on THC.
That's right. Oh, we always get this question.
Caitlin, why are you laughing so hard over there? How do you know what I'm talking about?
People always ask us, well, if I use a CBD product, can it show up on my drug test? Because my work is very strict about drug testing. Nope. If you use the CBD topically, one, there's no THC in our product. It's all screened out before the CBD goes into our product, and it doesn't get into your bloodstream. So just by using our CBD topicals, you never ever have to worry about getting a positive drug test.
As soon as you said your work is very strict about drug tests, I started to sweat. And then, not Beekman, right?
Not usually, not usually, but now I'm curious. But anyway, so that is today's Twinkle Twinkle Deal of the Day. It is the best price we've ever offered on the CBD products. And if you are someone who has inflammatory prone skin, this really could be a great solution. The serum you use on your face, then of course we've got the body cream, and then of course the triple milk bar with the addition of CBD.
Dina says, thank you very much for explaining the CBD. She never understood why it's in products. But here's the thing. You got to be really careful. You may have already said this. I wasn't listening. The important thing is a lot of products will say they have CBD in them, but they have a tiny amount, or they haven't actually lab tested how much CBD is in their CBD oil. Or even worse, they say it's a hemp oil or a hemp extract, which has no CBD in it. It's just the oil from the plant that they've taken
And this is
out the terpenes.
Right. And this is really bad for the beauty industry because there are, as you know, so many products that say they have cannabinoids or CBD in them when they're actually either just hemp oil, or what they'll do to make the ingredient stretch further is that they will actually grind down the whole hemp plant, which has a lot of other stuff that you don't need in it and dilutes the CBD.
But we don't do that. We source our, did you already go through this? Okay.
What we do is
Again, I wasn't listening to you. But we source ours from Hudson Hemp.
which is right here in upstate New York. It's a female-owned farm, completely organic, and the actual concentration of the CBD is actually in the crystals that grow on the leaves of the hemp plant. So what they do is they harvest all of those crystals, grind them down, and extract the pure CBD, the broad-spectrum CBD, out, and you don't get it adulterated with all the other parts of the plant, which sometimes have THC in them.
Someone was asking, I want to say hi to everybody tonight, to Cheryl, to Valerie, to Fran, to Jason. Roxy was asking, does it work?
Hi.
Does it work on what was that?
I said hi.
Why are you winking at them?
No, I was making a joke about...
Oh. That's what you call a joke. Somebody's asking about neuropathy.
Yes, sometimes it can help with neuropathy because neuropathy is when you've got nerve pain that often is like a shooting or a burning sensation. And sometimes the application of the CBD will help calm the skin cells of the skin cells, the nerves of the skin cells, and help reduce that pain a little bit.
So
You never know until you actually use the CBD whether it's going to be beneficial for your particular ailment. But here's what we can say is that it will calm and soothe the skin. And of course, it's going to moisturize your skin, whether you're using the serum on your face, whether you're cleansing your face with it, or whether you're using body cream.
I mean, the one thing that CBD has been tested for, I mean, it's been tested for a lot of things, but conclusively, it is anti-inflammatory.
Yes, it's a calming
Conclusively.
agent.
I mean, everyone else, a lot of people have a lot of great responses to it. The only scientific thing you can say is that it reduces inflammation.
That's right.
But it does a lot of things. I actually take it a pill every day too.
Yeah, not ours. Ours is not ingestible.
And I don't take Martha's either.
Right. Oh, we have some of Martha's. Get that out. Because we were going to have Martha on tonight, you know, my old boss, and she
This Martha here said it was a good joke, Brent.
Thank you, Martha.
It was all right.
I'm sure the other Martha would think so too. She really likes me.
You have about the same sense of humor as Martha Stewart.
So Martha couldn't be here tonight because she had another engagement, but she wanted us to let you know that she has her own CBD ingestibles now. Now, here's what I got to do. I haven't tried these yet. They just came. So these are, she calls them Martha Stewart CBD Wellness Gummies, the Berry Medley. Now.
Oh, I got the citrus medley.
Oh. So she was saying, she's like, they recommend, what do they actually recommend here? What's the dosage? Oh, take 2 to 3 gummies daily.
Wow, okay.
Okay, so I'm going to take one of these.
I want to take one.
Okay, here's the berry.
Oh, these are pretty.
Oh, they're tasty.
There's like blackberry and raspberry. Can I have 2?
This is grapefruit, I think.
Are we sure there's no THC in here?
It's yummy. I could eat the whole thing.
This is just candy.
Okay, so we're going to see if we notice any effect on our mood before the end of the show tonight.
Yeah, see if I calm down a little bit and just get rid of my normal hyperness, you know, that sort of anxious anxiety thing that I always have going on.
When the honey grapefruit doesn't work?
See if I smooth out.
Oh, you could have one of these honey grapefruits. Have another.
I will.
But here's what Martha said, where she launched these. She said, you know, we recommend 2 a day, but she said, honestly, I have such a high tolerance, I could eat 20 of them before I feel anything. So let's see. Let's see how we feel at the end of the hour.
They're not that great mixed.
All right, so.
But the berries are good.
They are delicious, actually. So everybody check these out for Martha, too. Actually, she just launched these at Vitamin Shop.
Hey.
So I think you can get these online and at Vitamin Shop.
Lisa says she's not finding ours on our website.
The CBD Twinkle Twinkle deal?
Yeah.
Brianna, can you check? Is that the headline on the homepage?
You can start at our homepage and then go to com.beekman.com.
But is there a link
Is there
to
a slide
that?
on it?
Yeah, if you go to beekman1802.com, the first header on the page should be the CBD deal, and you just click on the Twinkle Twinkle deal. Is that what you're seeing, Brianna? Yeah, Brianna says that's right. So go to beekman1802.com. The first slide on the homepage at the top should say shop the Twinkle Twinkle deal or shop now or
I
something
think
like
there's THC in these.
what does it say?
I'm getting the munchies.
Oh, we've got fruitcake and sugar plums then.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, yeah. So if you're buying some of Martha's CBD, you better buy some fruitcake and sugar plums in case you get the munchies.
Can I eat this, Caitlin?
No, she says it's CBD isolate, so there's no THC in here.
CBD what?
Isolate.
Oh, I thought you said CBD Iceland. I thought it was like artisanal CBD.
They are tasty, though. I'm surprised. We could put these in next year's fruitcake.
CBD fruitcake, not a bad idea.
Martha, partnership.
With THC butter.
Ooh.
That would sell.
Magic fruitcake instead of magic brownies.
Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Loretta. Hi, Christina. Hi,
All right.
Stephanie.
I think we've got our first star guest on the phone.
We do?
Yeah.
Where?
Do we have Tara here? Hi,
There she
Tara.
is. Hi, Tara.
How are you?
You're so sparkly and wonderful.
Well, we're twinkle twinkling.
And you're doing a wonderful job.
Well, your background looks super kind of sexy and intense too. What is that?
This is a hotel background, and it's quite dark here right now because I'm actually an hour ahead of you guys in St. Bart's, which is amazing. I'm extremely fortunate. And
Are you
Yes.
outdoors right now?
yes,
Oh,
Well, St. Bart's is a super sexy place.
it's incredibly sexy, just oozing all of the things.
Oozing sex everywhere. Well,
if you saw my Instagram stories, you'd see the background. It's too dark to show you now, but it's on the water. So if you hear a little hush hush in the background, that's the Zen vibe we're going.
You're our first international Twinkle Twinkle guest of the marathon so far. So thank you.
now, for those of you who don't know Tara, She is behind the Connoisseur blog.
Now tell us, because I know you work on a lot with sustainability and you help other companies and other individuals try to lead more sustainable lives, but tell all the people who are watching how you got into that and why it's so important and what you do.
Absolutely. Well, thanks. I got into it, as most people say, because of passion. And my passion, obviously, is traveling. And when I started the blog a few years ago, I didn't see anyone really talking about how to travel more mindfully or visiting destinations that really wanted the tourism for driving the economy, and different ideas of activities and things you can do other than just kind of lounging around. And so I started with the blog and creating content and got into photography and tried to position travel in a more sexy, sustainable way. And luckily, there's been a huge rise in sustainability, obviously over the past few years and even before that, but now it's becoming more and more mainstream, which I love because that was part of my mission at the onset. And I'm also a marketer, and so I do have a other full-time role where we also, as an agency, aim to create more conscious advertising in the marketplace and just ethical business overall. And so my worlds are colliding, and that's what I'm all about, is to help ethical and sustainable brands succeed, to promote them and work with them. So here we are.
Wow.
Well, thank you. Oh my God, making a real change. That is huge.
And yeah, and I'm glad that you're using, I don't want to say sex appeal, but you're making sustainability sexy, because sustainability has historically been more earnest. And that doesn't always captivate the interest of a huge number of people. So the more exciting or the more travel related or the more sex appeal you can give sustainability, the more likely you're going to get people to pay attention to the message that you're trying to give. So I think that's really smart.
Yeah.
Now, are you down there for the holidays? Are you down there working, or?
I have a little dirty little secret. I took a trip to Puerto Rico actually about a month and a half ago, and I went to this wonderful vegan eco hotel, Ayurvedic, everything, because I really needed a detox. I was working a lot and I was feeling totally out of control. And so I went down there. I had a week of kind of Ayurvedic food and yoga and all that good stuff. And then I stayed in San Juan, and then I had a trip planned to St. Bart's months ago that a friend suggested, and I said, yeah, sure, whatever, St. Bart's cool. I didn't know anything about it here. I arrived here, and then the mini universe that St. Bart's is just kind of exploded, and more friends randomly kept arriving here, and I said, well, I could go back to New York, or I could stay here in the sunshine, and so I chose St. Bart's for now, but I'll come home for the holidays.
Good
well, I'm
decision.
sure everyone is wondering now, like, well, what it was like to travel during COVID, and what's it like at St. Bart's, because that's what everybody's stressed out about with travel.
Right. Well, here is that there's hardly any cases it's a small island, to be fair. So population-wise, there's not as much opportunity for spreading and all of that. But they're pretty strict. You have to have a test to come in here. I had to take one in New York to come into Puerto Rico initially. So I did that at CityMD. And then when I was in Puerto Rico, I had to take another test to come here. And so Puerto Rico doesn't have as many tests as other markets do. And so I had to hire someone to come over my Airbnb and do it for me, which was $400. Not ideal, but that's the way it was at the time. And so I had to do that to get here. And then once you arrive, or once you even board the plane and then arrive, you have to show the proof of the negative test. And it has to be a PCR, not a rapid test. So the very uncomfortable one that basically rattles your brain around.
Oh my God, we've had to do that like 5 times. I say it's like drinking a whole bottle of soda through your nose. That's what it
or eating a whole thing of Martha's CBD.
I mean, these are kicking in now.
I can feel them too.
Should we do this thing that you call exercise?
Well, yeah, because first I want to say, Tara, everyone's like, wait, Tara has just been in Puerto Rico and St. Bart's. I need to see the pictures. Should they go to Instagram to live vicariously through you, or where should they see?
They should go to Instagram, yes. I'm a little slow on the actual blog writing, but I'm good on the photography front. So Instagram can be the spot where you can see the places I've been so far and learn a little bit about the islands. And if you have any questions, just DM me or drop me a comment or something, and I'd be happy to answer them for you.
And tell everybody your Instagram handle.
It's _connoisseur. It's a little tricky to spell. Don't ask me why I picked a very complicated brand name.
Yeah,
but I chose that.
Yeah, connoisseur is hard to spell if you're not.
You have a very targeted demographic. Only people who can
Spellers.
spell.
Okay, so you were just at a
Look at some-
resort. Oh,
Out of telling me everything.
maybe you should just call yourself Conscious Connie. The Conscious Connie.
Yeah.
Okay, so you were just at a resort where you were doing Ayurvedic yoga. So you're going to teach us some moves, I hear.
I'm going to teach you some moves.
Woohoo.
Okay.
You see, we dressed
Some-
for it. We dressed for it.
You have a
Now,
great yoga mat. I have a yoga mat too.
Yes.
Awesome.
now Brent's done yoga before.
But not in 15 years since we moved
No.
out of the city.
I mean, yoga is just like Twister, except with your clothes on, right?
Pretty much.
Same idea?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Unless you're doing hot nude yoga.
Are we doing that?
No.
Oh,
That's a different type of resort.
okay. Got my mat out. Can I lay down and?
Today,
Okay.
we're going to focus on some floor-based poses. So we're not going to be doing any of the Surya Namaskar crazy flows. We're going to do some simple mat floor poses. So you guys can take a seat.
Okay.
I like it already.
Start.
Okay, everybody out there, if you can get down on your floor, do it with us. You've got an expert teacher here. Do a few stretches.
And if you can manage doing a half lotus position, you can take either foot and bring it into the groin area, the opposite leg.
I can't get to the full lotus, but I can
Yeah.
do a half lotus.
Fine too. And before we get going, I just want you to kind of pick up the backs of your butt cheeks so you can kind of settle back in and sit on the sit bone. So you're well balanced and you're grounded.
Oh, I should
Just-
have dinner.
I got it. I got it.
And then you can just find your balance. And we're going to start with anchoring ourselves in the breath. So we're going to do some breathing exercises, and then we're going to do some poses that open up the side body and the hips and the chest and the back as well, because we're on the computer a lot and working, and these few moves will help us kind of feel a bit more fluid.
Okay.
Okay? So we're going to start by feeling the sits bones. We're going to close the eyes. We're going to roll the shoulders back and bring the shoulder blades down all the way back. And you can keep the gaze forward, and your chin is parallel to the floor. Your hands just resting on your kneecaps. We're just going to sit for a moment, just feel the body start to relax. We're going
Are
to
you
take a
feeling
couple
your
rounds
body?
of breath by breathing. Feel yourself. And start through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. Just super slow, deep breath. Like this. So inhaling through the nose, feeling the air come in through the belly, rise up through the chest, expanding, expanding. And you can keep yourself full for a count of 2. 1, 2. And then exhale through the mouth, let it all out. And also feel yourself empty. So just count for 2 seconds when you have no oxygen left. And then we're going to start again. Slowly breathing in for 2 counts. Holding the breath, feeling full. Exhaling through the mouth.
Josh can't exhale to his mouth because he put too many of the CBD gummies in.
Whoops. My bad.
Or maybe to the side. I don't know. I like this. Exhaling it all out. 1 more round, really deep breath. Exhale it out.
I am really good at this kind of exercise.
I tell you, this sequin jacket is not very breathable. This is not breathable fabrics that we are wearing right now.
So keeping the shoulders back, we're going to open up our arms like this in a cactus shape. We're calling this happy cactus, okay? So the fingers are spread wide. The arms are parallel to the floor as much as possible. And we're really opening collarbone space here, okay? And we're just going to slowly move the arms down for what we call sad cactus. And so
Sad
this is
cactus.
great to help with the spine exercise.
or you can-
Slowly.
You can do
Just
the
trying
robot.
to- We're gonna do, yeah, you can do the do a happy
Oh.
again. And twice more like this on each side. This is just keeping our ligaments kind of strong and toned and getting rid of all that computer stuff that happens sometimes. Then we're going to open back up into happy. We're going to do a seated cat-cow eagle wrap position. So we're going to take the right arm underneath the left.
Oh.
And have the hands clasped together in front. And you're going to take the arms and make sure that they're parallel to the ground. And push the hands away from the face. So like. And then go ahead. Just going to do some cat-cow. And exhaling forward behind. Needle stuffing. Exhaling. So, this is a lot in the shoulder blades. Make sure that you're moving the spine. And your exhale. Okay? And when you come up next for an inhale, you put the arms again, switch the direction of the arms. So this time the left arm is going to go under the right. That's it. Perfect. Perfect.
Oh.
Oh,
I did it the opposite way. Yeah.
doing just great. And then the same thing with the arm. Inhaling back. Next, forward, navel comes.
Oh.
See, Tara looks great, and I look like Richard Simmons doing the flash dance.
I pulled something.
So inhale, and then exhale, and back to the seat. So out like this.
Is everyone doing it this
home?
Oh.
So tabletop is quite simple, right? I think we've got this squared away, but we're going to make it a little more interesting by turning our hands around so that our fingertips face our knees.
I don't know my hands do that.
Which is, but it should look like that. Okay? And
Yep,
the reason why we're doing this
Wait,
is
your arms are backwards.
we're going to do some forearm opening exercise. So it's really simple, a really tiny movement, but it gives a lot of space. So just bending at the elbows.
Oh.
You should feel the wrists
Ow.
and forearm stretch, right?
My arms don't do that.
I know, it's so funny. You don't realize how tight your muscles are until you try to do some of these yoga poses. You're like, oh, I have no range of motion in that
What
muscle.
are muscles?
Yeah.
Ow.
If it's too tight, do one and then the other and alternate. But we want to make sure we're addressing these really important areas like carpal tunnel zone, right? So we want to try and just keep this moving. And we can even start to create some movement by putting some weight into the wrists here and just kind of circling forward, keeping the elbows a little bit bent as well. Just really gentle and slow. And just feeling the slow movements, just starting to notice where the pressure is and how certain areas of the arms are responding to this really slow, gentle.
Okay, now I want all the neighbors to turn the cameras on their camera so that we can see what you guys all look like right now. Because you're all in this position doing this with us, right?
And when you've had enough of that, we can stop for a minute, and we can just sit on our heels and just roll out the wrists a little bit. That was kind of intense, right? So let's make sure we're just
This is more work than I've
nice.
done all year.
The opposite direction as well.
Oh,
You
that's
can
like the
open up the
Queen.
arms, raise them up overhead.
And this is like Jesus, and this is like praying.
And then we're going to come back to tabletop, and now we're going to start some of the actual poses, right?
Oh, you mean we're just starting now?
Wait, this was beginning?
If Just so the first we're going to do a modified side plank. So going to lift the right leg back with the foot flexed, so super straight. I'll show you like this. Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm doing that's exactly how I was doing it. Just like that.
We're just going to rip from the right hip, so our hip is turning open, and we're going to place the foot on the ground. And so we want the outside edge of the foot rounding out.
Oh,
And we're going to push the weight into our left hand as the right arm comes up to the sky.
yeah.
Josh really is going to hurt himself and take out a tree.
Yeah.
Just take it. So we're going to take the right arm over the head, and we're going to find a deeper stretch all along the side here. Just 2 deep breaths here. And on the exhale, we're just going to place the right hand back down, and we're going to take the right leg out to the side for gate pose. So once you have your footing, the outer edge of the foot rounding down, we're going to inhale the arms up overhead. And we're going to lean to the right with our right arm, creating space all along the left side body.
Oh.
And you're twisting. And then you should feel along the side, the hip flexors on the left. We're going to play with the shoulder blade
Uh-oh, did we lose her?
needle, which is pretty.
I can't hear her.
Yeah, she's cracking up. Yeah, it's crackling a little bit.
Oh.
Can you guys hear me?
There we go. Now we can.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a modified thread the needle pose. So we're going to push the weight with the right hand. We're going to lift the left arm up. And then we're just going to swing it on the right arm towards the right foot. While the right arm extends out. And you're going to bring the left ear down to the floor. This is probably the biggest pretzel move we have.
This is like a game of Twister.
But this is great in the morning. It's great if you're feeling tense in the shoulders. It really opens the back.
Did you just break that goat?
Into that. And then you can just come out, lifting the left arm forward. And then we'll just meet in tabletop again. And then you can just come down. We're already on our knees, so we're just going to push ourselves down, keeping our hands next to where will be our rib cage, and just come down for an easy chest chin before we come up into Cobra. And we're going to come up into a medium Cobra, and you're going to tent the fingertips and put them on the ground. And then we're just going to kiss the shoulder blades one after the other onto the mat. And this, again, is just a really small, simple movement that really helps this joint area. When you're ready, we'll push back up to plank and make ourselves work a little bit for the core. And we're going to lift the right leg again and just bring the knee into the nose. Then hold it for 2 seconds. And then bring it back and put the foot back on the ground. And we're going to do the same thing on the left, super easy and really quick. Left leg lift. The inhale, the exhale, 2 seconds. Find yourself in plank again, knees down to the mat. We're in tabletop. So now we have to do the other side to make ourselves even. So this time we're going to do the same thing. Lifting the left leg back, flexing the foot. Turning from the waist, our hips, so that the left foot comes down to the ground as the left arm lifts up. All right, good. And make sure that you hold the chest, the hip, and your arms up. And we're going to inhale and bring that left arm over. from the side.
Oh my God, Brent, this totally worked. I'm so calm.
I know, I can tell.
I think we should probably call the neighbors, Brent.
And on the exhale, left. I'm getting confused. I think, could I take some CBD too?
He took too
Left
much.
palm comes, and the left foot comes out to the side. Same thing. We're going to inhale the arms up overhead for gate pose. And then the left arm's going to come down the left leg. Right arm comes up overhead. We're twisting from the waist to chest, facing to the right, and our gaze to the right and left. I'm just counting it to the here. On the exhale, the right palm comes down to the mat, so to the left. We're going to thread the needle this time as well, pushing the weight to the left palm.
Brent, you're totally
the right
doing it
arm
wrong.
lift.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
You're distracting me.
Okay, Brent, we have to give away prizes now.
Oh, okay, Tara. Josh is saying we've exercised too much.
I've officially broken a sweat and probably other pieces of my body at the same time. I definitely broke that goat. Brent, I admit it. I broke the goat. It was Tara's fault. It's her fault. That goat would
I'm
still...
going to put it on Tara's room service bill.
Look at Tara did this. Tara did this.
Oh my God.
I didn't do this.
Now, Tara, do you have any yoga instruction on your blog or on your Instagram?
A little bit on my Instagram. The blog, not so much. I was doing conscious experiences for a little bit more so, aka retreats, but I'm happy to help out with any yoga questions.
All right. Well,
if anyone has them.
Yeah, everybody,
Tara.
go to Instagram, follow Tara, the Conscious Connoisseur. You can look up how to spell connoisseur, and then send her a message. She'll tell you how to do these things correctly.
And Tara, I want to say, as somebody who worked in advertising for years and years and years, I think, I love what you're doing for consumers and helping consumers be more, conscious and, aware of their sustainable environment and everything. But most importantly, what you're doing for brands, working with brands, is going to make the biggest difference in the world. So I think, from one ex-marketer to you, I think that's the hugest contribution. Yeah. So thank you.
Awesome.
Thanks, Tara.
Well, thank you both.
Happy holidays, safe travels, and keep twinkling.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you, Tara. She is super great.
She is great.
I
I'm telling you, whatever fabric this is made of allows no air in or out.
Yeah, tell me.
I don't stink. I'm using my Milk Stick deodorant.
That was a lot of work.
That was a lot of work. Who
take-
does she think we are?
Can we take the rest of the night off?
No, because
Oh, my
we've got. Is it time for a High Neighbor?
I'm literally out of breath.
Oh my, no! Before we get to the High Neighbor Trivia Contest, we have one of our friends who is telling a very specific memory. Well, let's see what she has to say. Here's Mindy.
Well, twinkle, twinkle, neighbors. Hi, it's Mindy Cohn, friend of Brent and Josh, and true fan of Beekman 1802 products. As many of you know, it kind of makes me heartsick that I'm not there in person in Sharon Springs this time of year. As many of you know, normally I would be, especially marathon time. But I feel so grateful that I'm able to participate in this little way, and thought it might tickle all you guys to hear about the first time Brent Ridge was stoned. Well, I know the guys are going to talk about the CBD line this hour, and so I thought it might be, okay, a little cheeky of me to share some private time that we had. The guys were out here visiting me in California, and I happened to have some pot gummies. And Brent informed us that he had never been stoned before, and we were just not convinced. So ingest a bear we did, and we did. And good times rolled, as did bad television. We ended up turning on an episode of the Bravo Housewives. Can't remember quite what city it was. But we then proceeded to watch Brent be disturbed, incredibly moved, and then downright hysterical on whatever episode we were watching. Yes, neighbors, he proceeded to run the gamut of all his emotions while being a little high, and then proceeded to get a full 8 hours of deep sleep. Now, for those of you who know Brent, Dr. Brent, he is a very good sleeper, but up at 5 a.m. Well, this morning, he slept until 7 a.m. So anyway, the CBD in those gummies did their job, I'll say. And I don't know if you can tell, but I have no makeup on except a little lip gloss. Skin by Beekman 1802, always. Sometimes I'm blooming and sometimes I'm CBDing, but never too far away from all the amazing light as air Beekman 1802 beauty products. Anyway, take care. Happy holidays. Stay safe. Wear masks. I mean, what does it hurt? Anyway, all be well.
I know, she's usually here for a marathon. I do remember that night because for those of you who don't know, I grew up in a very religious family in the South, and we met when I was 25, and I had never even had an alcoholic beverage before I met this guy, let alone taking any drugs. So as Mindy was saying, we went out to her house. She did not have CBD gummies like Martha. She had the real gummies.
She had real gummies.
And I took 2 of them. And as she was saying, the Real Housewives of Bravo, I think it was Beverly Hills, made me run the gamuts of every emotion I'd ever had.
See,
I felt tragedy. I felt that they were hilarious.
I had already gone to bed, and all I could hear was you just like cracking up
And Mindy.
screaming.
Mindy had
I'm
taken
like,
some too.
Yeah, the 2. I'm like, what are you doing, lightweight?
But here's the thing, what they say, you can never recapture that first high. Well, let me tell you.
Are you still chasing the
Let
dragon?
me tell you, Real Housewives have never been as good since that night. Like I've tried to recapture that Real
Well, maybe it
Housewives
was
high,
just
but
it could have been a really good episode. You never know.
well, maybe, or some really good. She's got that LA,
Yeah, she's got the LA THC.
Yeah. got me.
All right.
One other thing about Mindy.
Hurry up. Oh, Mindy. You can talk
Mindy.
about Mindy all you want.
Mindy.
I thought you were going to talk
because
about science.
we were celebrating this hour the launch of the Happy Place products, and whenever we do any sort of animation where Sunny, the mascot of Happy Place, the sun logo, anytime Sunny has a voice, Mindy voices the voice of Sunny. So if you ever hear a little like ad or commercial for Sunny, for Happy Place, and Sunny is talking, that's Mindy's voice.
Oh my gosh, those Martha CBDs are just about...
Can I have another one?
I don't even know if I can reach over there. I'm so calm. I'm about done. Plus all that exercise.
Oh, twinkle, twinkle.
Back to the deal. Okay, Brent.
Okay, the Twinkle Twinkle deal of the day, since we're talking about all things that make you happy, this is our CBD skincare products that will make your skin happy. Now, if you've used any of our goat milk products, the Triple Milk Bar, the Milk Drop Serum, or our Pure Fragrance-Free Body Cream, these are all the same formulations that you know and love, but with the addition of CBD. Now, people always ask, well, I already use the regular milk drops, or I always use the regular body cream. Do I need the CBD? Maybe not. We don't want you to have to pay extra. These are usually more expensive than the regulars because CBD is an expensive ingredient. We don't want you to have to pay extra if you don't have to. So if you're not someone who has any sort of skin irritation or any sort of skin inflammation or extra aggravated skin, the regular product may be just fine for you. But tonight, since the CBD is on sale, and basically as cheap as the
I didn't even look at the value.
I know. It's like half off. More, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, more than half
That's
off.
really a good deal. That's more than
this
half
is
off.
the best deal we've ever done on a CBD.
You went to business
set.
school, Brent.
Twinkle, twinkle.
You should have been able to add that up quicker.
Honestly, I do.
Hi,
You know,
neighbor.
I can
Oh,
tell you
it's time
one
for the
thing. It's time for
contest.
Jaime. I can tell you one thing though.
We are-
After watching me exercise,
We are
Martha
all
is selling
over
a
the
ton
place.
of gummies.
Martha, you're welcome.
Yes. Okay, time for Hi
Josh,
Neighbor.
I do think we're all over the place tonight.
I know, we're really behind.
It's the CBD and the Martha's
Hi, neighbor.
Gummies.
See,
Well,
they
hi,
keep,
neighbor.
They keep playing that because it's time to Hi Neighbor.
Okay.
I don't have any phone numbers.
Every episode of the marathon, they're in here.
Oh,
So every episode of the marathon, we do the Hi Neighbor Trivia Contest.
don't break that.
And so the way it works is that if you want to participate in the trivia contest, you have to send your name and telephone number to customer service at beekman1802.com, and then you will be in the running. But the trivia question is always based on the prior night's episode. So you have to have watched the prior night's episode in order to get the question correct.
So are you going to pick a nut?
Okay, yes. So the reason I'm pulling the names out of the cookie jar is because Mindy, our friend Mindy, who you just saw, has a podcast, and it's called Mondays with Mindy. And it's super clever, and she...
It is fun. We did that.
Yeah, we got
first
to be the
episode.
very first one. She's now in season 3, but she interviews creative people. So creative people from all walks of life. And it's a really engaging, it's called Mondays with Mindy. You can find it on iTunes, or if you go to YouTube, you can just search for Mondays with Mindy, and you can find it. But in every episode, she has this jar, and she pulls questions out of the jar to ask her guests, and they're just completely random. She never knows what question she's going to pull out. But in homage to Mindy and Mondays with Mindy, I thought I'm going to pull all the names out of this year's cookie jar, Beekman cookie jar, which is, look, there's under, and there's under. Under and under.
Oh my God, you are high.
I think it must all be psychological because there's no THC in Martha's gummy drops, but okay.
Maybe Martha made those special for us.
Oh, she injected them with
She's
something.
like that.
Okay, so do you have the question?
I don't have the question. What
Is it on the
about?
sheet?
Is it on the sheet? I'm just going to keep repeating everything. They are so out of order now, Brent. Is it on the sheet? Anybody? Was there a question on the sheet or not? Nope.
Okay, let's make up.
It says, explain that you will be calling the neighbors, and whoever you call will have to answer a question from the previous night to win a prize. That's what it says.
I'm trying to think, well, what did we do on yesterday?
Who was on yesterday?
Oh, Lucy Fink.
Oh,
Lucy
yes,
Fink was
okay.
here. We are kind of messed up, Josh.
Better
Oh, my
wrap up this
word.
hour, Martha.
This might be the very second time I've ever been high in my life. Okay. Do you think Facebook will shut us down for this?
It could. This is illegal. Pick a person so we can call.
All right. So the first person, Maxine W. We're calling you.
You got to give me the number for me to call. This is totally like me in high school prank calling somebody.
I see
Do you have
colors.
a question? I don't have a question. Can we just give her the prize?
Hello.
Hi, neighbor.
Hi, neighbor.
Hi.
It's Brent and Josh.
Hi is right.
Are you
won.
high or low right now?
You won.
Well, I'm having a little glass of Bailey's, so
Okay, that's close enough. That's close enough.
Want some fruitcake?
Okay, well, I hope you've only had a few sips and you can get this question right. Where are you calling from? That's not the question.
I'm in Attica, New York.
Okay, not far away. Okay, were you watching last night?
I was.
Okay, so last night we had on YouTube superstar Lucy Fink, and she dared us to do what type of facial?
You did an ice facial.
That's right, you got it!
Ah!
Oh my God,
Yay.
I could totally use one of those right about now, Maxine.
Yeah, we need to perk up before we drive home.
I know.
Oh.
Well,
Here.
How did we get here?
Congratulations, Maxine. You win the cookie jar.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. And we hope that you have a wonderful holiday and you keep twinkling with the Baileys or with your CBD or whatever you use to twinkle.
I highly recommend the CBD.
I'm going to order it.
All right. Thanks, Maxine.
Thanks, Maxine.
Happy holidays, everybody.
You too. She was great.
I'm kind of embarrassed. I hope my mom is not watching this.
Wait, what was that?
Megan said she'll come pick you up.
Megan's
okay,
going
we
to come
gotta
pick us
ride
up.
home.
Megan's always to our rescue.
They're honest. There can't be anything.
There's
in this.
no, it specifically says. I think we haven't slept much lately.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
And plus all that exercise.
Well, you know what it was? We had this non-breathable fabric on, and we were getting too overheated.
Okay, but I've lost where we are. That was the neighbor calling. Oh, wait, 6:40 to 6:50, and then there's like a time blank. So it was basically 5 minutes. Go ahead, get up and go to the refrigerator,
See,
folks.
the first 7 nights of the marathon were very
This is
efficient
worse
and well
than the-
organized.
Than the 24-hour one.
Well, because you were making such a mess during the yoga.
I did not make a mess. Then it says
Well,
deal,
here, look
deal
at this
hit, but
sheet.
we've already done the deal hit. We've done the deal. I'm not doing more yoga. I am not filling space with yoga.
Oh no, we have a Team Beekman member memory,
Oh, okay.
right?
Team Beekman memory.
Go Team Beekman.
Hi neighbors, my name's Brad. I'm the CMO here at Beekman 1802. What does that mean? It's all things marketing, creative, digital, and product development. I've been a neighbor for Beekman for a long time, coming from upstate New York, and that's where I grew up. But I more recently joined the company, and that's my favorite holiday memory. Last December, right around this time, I had started talking to Josh and Brent and the team about potentially joining the Beekman organization, and that was my Christmas wish, that I really wanted to work for the company and become the CMO here, and I'm here to say a year later that wishes really do come true. So excited to be here and to create more memories with Beekman 1802 and the talented team. Had so much fun working on the 12 memories. I hope you guys enjoy it and wishing you a very happy holiday.
Brad is calling us right now and saying this was not good marketing.
No, he's right now. He's desperately trying to pull this down off of Facebook before the hour ends. He's calling up Mark Zuckerberg right now. We should prank call Martha.
No, she had an event tonight. I would never. That's why she couldn't be here. She had
I
an
know you
event.
have her number.
I do, but I'm not calling her.
Let's just call her and tell her how much we like
No.
the gummies.
Not
We've
in
got
the
5
middle of the
minutes.
day.
We've
I'll
got
call her
nothing else to
tomorrow and
do.
tell her.
She's probably just watching a Hallmark
call her
movie or
tomorrow.
something. She doesn't have anything to do.
She's hosting an event tonight.
She's quarantined. She's at her farm with that cute gardener guy. What's his name?
Oh yeah, Ryan McAllister.
She planned out her COVID pod well. Let's just call her. Just give her a call.
Josh.
I'd call her if it were me. Let's just say hi to Georgia, to Melissa, Sally Nelson Richmond, hi. Becky, Heather.
Now, original neighbors, are you guys embarrassed at our behavior tonight?
No one's embarrassed, except for you.
I'm embarrassed. I'm mortified.
Hi, Sandy. Sandy says this reminds her of the 23rd hour of the 24-hour marathons. Totally.
That's why we did it.
By the way,
Oh.
when we were doing yoga, Under got frightened and she went in the other room.
She's like, that's not any downward dog I've ever seen.
Maybe she wasn't frightened. She was probably embarrassed.
Since Sandy was saying this reminds her of the 23rd hour, you know, as the marathon went on, Josh got more twinkly.
We still got days left. Don't over twinkle
I
me.
won't do it all.
I don't
But
want-
I'll give you 3 twinkles.
Okay, 3 twinkles. Hello, Debbie. Hello, Jane. Oh, Rosemary's watching. Hi, Rosemary.
Oh,
Rosemary, if we drive off the road on the way home, we'll give you a call. Megan just texted and she said it's the best episode ever. We're doing this episode in honor of Sharon. There we go.
oh, Megan will know exactly what we mean by that. And I'll tell you
Anne
guys.
says this is how the marathon should be every night. Anne says don't be embarrassed. Rosemary says no, it's twinkly. Christine reminded us that we're human.
we are that.
And Debbie says, you guys get punchy if you do the long marathon. Yeah, exactly. So this
That's
is just
true.
like the long marathon.
That's true. I mean, we are over halfway. This is, if we were doing the traditional 24-hour marathon, this is day 8, right?
Yeah.
So this would be hour 16 on the traditional marathon. So we would be getting a little punchy.
Megan says Sharon would be proud of us and she'd call us lightweights.
Yeah. Yeah, that we know.
For getting punchy on CBD.
That we know. That we know.
And for those of you who don't know, Sharon Jones, a lot of you do know Sharon Jones, an amazing soul funk singer, queen, and just, remarkably talented, world-renowned. And she was a good friend of Megan's, Beekman team member Megan's. And Sharon fell ill several years ago, and she moved to Sharon Springs, where Megan took care of her. And every year, for 3 years, I think 3 or 4 years,
she would sing us out.
Yeah,
on the
Sharon
very
would
last
come
day.
and sing. And that was what freaked neighbors out in the very beginning. We were this tiny little company, and we were doing this 24-hour marathon with a laptop on a stepladder.
And then all of a sudden, Sharon
Jones
Jones pops out.
steps out from the back room and starts singing. And it was so much fun. And she came every year and sang with us. So we miss Sharon, but Sharon is here with us every year in spirit, obviously, especially tonight.
And on the last night of the marathon, we do have another special singer who's going to keep that tradition going of singing us out on the very last night. You'll have to wait and find out who that is, but it's a great singer. You're going to be very excited.
Okay,
So
so
we do our every episode of the 12 days of Beekman 1802, 12 years of Beekman 1802 Christmas, we are making a wish come true.
Oh, socks. We have
and
to talk about
doing-
socks, too.
And doing a charity donation. So tonight's charity donation is the Coalition Against the Trafficking in Women.
So the Coalition Against Trafficking in Women works to end trafficking and sexual exploitation of women and girls by advocating for laws and policies that raise public awareness and support survival leadership globally.
And Tara suggested this not-for-profit because obviously she does a lot of traveling, and when you do a lot of traveling, you often see a lot of people who are part of the trafficking trade.
So if
it's a very important issue.
You guys are part of this donation. You guys help make this donation possible. So this is on behalf of all Beekman neighbors. And if you want to learn more, then you can go to CAT Winter National. Did I say that right? I can't read it from here.
catwinternational.org.
Yep. I can't read from here. My eyes are now going double. I'm seeing double.
Are they like swirly like this?
I know. It's gotten that bad.
Oh, look. Oh, I have to show these socks because, you know, if you guys were watching yesterday when I did the live mailbag read with all the letters and things that you guys have sent in, these were the socks that someone sent us in the mailbag yesterday, the Bombas. We may or may not added some extra twinkle onto them, but they were already had some gold threads in them and were twinkly, but they're super comfortable. And the great thing about Bombas, if you don't know them, they're this great sock company. They're kind of notable for this fitted ridge that goes all the way around the arch of the foot. And for every pair of socks that you buy from Bombas, they donate a pair of socks to homeless shelters or other places in need. So they're a really, really great company.
Everybody's remembering Sharon and how wonderful Sharon was and how wonderful her voice was.
This is like a Sharon Jones outfit.
Someone
that I'm
also
wearing.
just said that we saved 2020. Tonight
We
saved
did?
2020. This just reversed the course of the fates. And from here on out, every night is going to be like tonight.
We better save some of these gummies then.
Put them in your pocket. All right, so are we ready for Under? See, Under's even embarrassed. Under. She's hiding behind the couch. Come on
Come
up.
on. You ready to sing?
You gotta lend some class to this joint.
You ready to sing? Okay, what should we sing tonight?
Well, let's do Sharon's song. The one that we always sang.
Oh,
Or no, it's the first night of Hanukkah, actually. Isn't it tonight's the first night of Hanukkah?
Yes. Ooh, I don't know all the words to the dreidel song. We'll just say dreidel,
Under
dreidel.
doesn't either.
Okay. You ready?
But anyway, plus, happy Hanukkah to
yeah,
everyone
it's the
out
first
there.
night of Hanukkah.
And regardless...
Probably there's nobody who's celebrating Hanukkah watching, maybe. I don't know.
No, whoever or whatever you celebrate, we all should celebrate everybody's holidays and spirits.
Because we all should twinkle, twinkle, no matter what we're
Everybody's
celebrating.
happiness is all of our celebrations. So happy
right.
Hanukkah to everyone out there.
Okay. You ready, Under?
And Under's going to sing the dreidel song
ready?
with us. Ready?
Dreidel, dreidel,
Ooh, I made it out of...
The dreidel is spinning,
Oh,
spinning,
very
spinning.
good.
Good job. Under.
Very good, Under.
job.
All right, thank you guys so much. We promise we will go and get a good night rest and we won't be like this tomorrow.
We'll drink some coffee.
Twinkle, twinkle, neighbors.